You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6.
Early morning thunderstorms rolling through the Suncoast right now. We'll tell you how long you can expect the wet weather to hang around this morning.
And FDOT getting ready to close a ramp on I-75 for almost a year. We'll tell you where it is and how it could be affecting your commute. And new import taxes could directly hit your wallet. We're going to share a few of the big products that you may be paying more for in the future. Those stories and your soggy Thursday morning forecast. Good Morning Suncoast starts right now.
Good morning, 6 o'clock Thursday, July 19th. I'm Ray Collins.
And I'm Stephanie Webb. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. What a wet, rumbly morning it has been so far, John Scalzi.
Yeah, for a few of us out there, we're seeing some pretty good thunderstorms moving through parts of central Sarasota. Manatee County saw a little bit as well. Charlotte, you haven't seen a whole lot. Hardy and DeSoto, you've been pretty much in the clear, except for a few scattered areas in Hardy. But otherwise, we're looking at some showers moving right now through areas of central Sarasota and Manatee County, producing some pretty heavy rainfall at times and certainly some pops of lightning. Right now, some of the heavier stuff near University and 75 moving toward Lakewood Ranch. Again, you've gotten one after another. And then down to the south, we're seeing some showers kind of closing in the heaviest stuff on neighborhoods surrounding Sarasota Memorial Hospital, moving up toward areas to the north of that. Around Bay Vista and in between Bay Vista and Fruitvale. Also some scattered showers along the coastline as well. That's the case throughout the morning hours, 50% chance of rain. We'll detail that forecast for you in a sec.
Thank you, John. Checking the roads right now. Still an ongoing issue there. I-75 southbound. An accident there at State Road 70. Luckily, there's no residual backup. That's the good news. You'll see right under that notification, there's some slowdowns there northbound 75 as you approach 70. Farther south now, let's find out how it's doing there in northern Sarasota County. Little blip there on Fruitville Road, westbound as you pass by McIntosh, otherwise pretty clear. And then our final map to the south will show not much to report. A little red there northbound around Osprey as you travel on US 41.
Well, construction to one busy interstate ramp in Manatee County is going to be kicking off later on this month.
And it'll last for about a year. Marla Spence is live in northern Manatee County on I-75 talking about the juncture at 275. Marla?
Good morning, guys. That's right. I'm live on an I-75 exit ramp where a major construction project set to happen this month could cause some major delays and also detours. Now, this map that you're taking a look at shows where that construction project will be happening for 10 months. Northbound I-75 to southbound I-275 and also I-275 to US 41 exit ramp will be closed to drivers. The Florida Department of Transportation will be replacing a concrete bridge deck. I did speak to FDOT spokesperson and they did tell me that the concrete bridge deck in place now is past the point of doing any type of routine maintenance. That spokesperson also says it's been well over 20 to 30 years since construction to the bridge deck has happened. Now, we're also told by FDOT that drivers should expect the ramp to be closed 24/7 while construction happens. So that means that drivers will have to take alternate routes to get to their destination. Now, drivers could expect all of this to happen come July 29th. I'm Marla Spence reporting live in Manatee County for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Marla. Well, trade tensions between the U.S. and China are escalating. The Trump administration is now threatening tariffs on items that could directly cost you as a consumer. Reporter Melissa Rainey shows us just how much it could be affecting your wallet.
The trade war between the world's two largest economies is about to impact your wallet, literally. Pocketbooks are among the thousands of Chinese exports facing a 10% tariff, along with handbags, apparel, refrigerators, mattresses, and even furniture.
So it's causing all kinds of bureaucratic headaches on the parts of producers, exporters, importers all over the world.
Seafood, soy sauce, and rice are also on the list. Economic experts say the additional taxes will ripple through supply chains, forcing companies in both countries to decide whether to take a financial hit themselves or pass it along to consumers.
In either case, it's bad news. Nobody wins from this kind of policies.
And those cheap Chinese TVs will also be a thing of the past. That's because the tariffs target the components necessary to make the TV sets and displays.
It'll be all electronic goods, really. It's not just televisions. All the component parts of all the Internet of Things are going to be more expensive.
Experts say the real surprise hit may come during the holiday shopping season. Even though clothing, shoes, and toys were excluded from the initial list, the parts and machinery used to make those items may be impacted, which could raise prices.
A lot of people are going to be finding themselves getting more interested in the Goodwill come 2019.
For Consumer Watch, I'm Melissa Rainey.
Meantime, U.S. automakers, suppliers, and lobbyists are expected to head to Capitol Hill to speak out against proposed auto tariffs. President Trump is proposing a 20 to 25% surcharge for imported cars and parts. Some say imposing those tariffs could create a domino effect disastrous for the U.S. auto industry.
We would see prices increase, production drop at the assembly plants as well as the supplier plants. We'd probably see dealers cut back.
Experts say if the tariffs take effect, the price of a new car could increase by about $5,000. Used cars, though, would be spared the tariff increase.
The woman accused of killing a Bradenton woman just to steal her identity was back in court yesterday. Lois Reese had her finger, palm, and footprints taken following the court's requirement to submit these last week. Now, the 56-year-old has pleaded not guilty to first-degree murder in the death of Pamela Hutchinson back in April. Now, police say Reese killed Hutchinson just because they looked alike so she could steal her identity while she was on the run. Now, the state has said that they will seek the death penalty if she is convicted.
A health warning now after a Sarasota man died from eating raw oysters at a local restaurant. It was tainted with a bacteria called Vibrio, which in certain situations can become flesh-eating. The man was 71 years old, which put him at a higher risk. Florida health officials say the bacteria lives in salt water year-round, but it's more common in the hot summer months. One local chef said a good way to know when to eat raw oysters is by using the trick of eating them during a month that ends with an R.
Summertime, May, June, July, there are no R's in there. The water's warmer. And so the bacteria that is potentially hazardous to some people is more prevalent.
The victim died just 2 days after eating the oysters. No word yet in which local restaurant he had that meal.
Well, we all know as parents just how important it is to keep kids reading and learning, even during those summer months. That's why the Manatee YMCA is teaming up with the Suncoast campaign to make sure that kids don't fall behind.
They are one of the 80 summer camps that are part of the Suncoast Summer Book Challenge that encourages children to read 6 books over the summer.
And what's really impressive is that some of the kids have even surpassed that challenge by reading 80 to 100 books. Now, all the kids at the Y read for 30 minutes a day to help close that summer learning gap.
Oh, love to hear that.
Yeah, me too.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
Wildfires out west have now turned deadly, triggering new evacuations. We're going to take a look at those conditions when we come back. But first,
Here's a look at the interstate right now. Our live camera out at I-75 and 275, where our road project will soon begin, as we heard Marla just talk about. Doesn't look too wet on the roads there right now. We certainly heard some thunder and lightning this morning. Here's a live shot now outside our studios in the Rosemary District. Pretty shot there. Let's check on the day's forecast from meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, a lot of those clouds are going to be producing rainfall again today. We'll have about a 50% chance of seeing those showers build, especially in the afternoon. Now, during the morning commute, I'd say about 30% chance of seeing some showers around. And they are in the forecast. They're on radar right now. A couple of larger cells out in Gulf waters gradually drifting in this direction. Anywhere from Siesta Key through Lakewood Ranch on up to DeWitt has a chance of seeing some rainfall currently. As we head into the next couple of days, changes. We'll talk about those in just a few.
This is your brain. This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
Yeah, I have questions.
Prescription drugs aren't as bad as street drugs, right?
Weed's legal, isn't it?
Drinking is worse than smoking weed.
Isn't it? Why
is heroin so addictive?
Molly just makes you feel happy.
I have questions.
Mom?
Dad, did you ever try drugs?
They're going to ask. Be ready. Go to drugfree.org. A message from Partnership for Drug-Free Kids.
Ready to open up new opportunities as an electrician? Don't do it yourself. Team up with Mr. Sparky instead. We're locally owned and looking for people like you. We offer our electricians great perks that you just won't get going it alone. And whether you're an apprentice, a master electrician, or somewhere in between, we have a spot for you.
Best decision I ever made.
Apply online or call today.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
If you don't want to fall immediately into love, look away. If you don't want to awaken a desire for excellence, look away. If you don't want to be seduced, please look away.
Rediscover your passion for driving at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
Need more space in your place? The More Space Place can help with Murphy beds that disappear to reveal a home office, living room, or den. Custom closets with designated areas for your shoes, bags, wardrobe, and accessories. Custom-built entertainment centers, garage storage systems, and more. The More Space Place has 3 showrooms next to Sunny's on US 41 South in Sarasota, on Lakewood Ranch Boulevard just south of State Route 64 in Bradenton, and on Tamiami Trail next to Panera Bread in Port Charlotte. Put more space in your place at the More Space Place.
About every 3 minutes in America, someone is diagnosed with a blood cancer. Light the Night brings together survivors and supporters to bring light to the darkness of cancer and to help fund life-saving research. Our goal is a world without blood cancers, and we're lighting the path to cures. The discoveries made in blood cancer research have led to breakthrough treatments for many cancers and other serious diseases. Help defeat the darkness of cancer. Join Light the Night today.
Chris Domine is a husband, father, an athlete, even an Ironman. But 10 years ago, Chris's kidneys were failing.
The doctor said if you don't do dialysis, if you don't get a kidney transplant, you are going to die.
Then Chris received a second chance, made possible by an organ donor.
Your well-being changes from loss of hope to better times ahead.
Imagine what you could make possible. Learn more and sign up as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Go to organdonor.gov.
Find out first at 4 with ABC 7 News at 4. Weekdays on ABC 7. Now your ABC 7 First Alert Weather Forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Yeah, the air is just filled with moisture right now. Dew point value coming in at 76. That's almost as warm as it gets in the summertime. You get dew point values up in the 78 degrees, sometimes 79. But 76 is about as sticky as it gets on a normal basis. 78 degrees the air temperature. We have a heat index already at this hour coming in at 81. In other words, what the air feels like. We're looking at a 7 a.m. temperature probably in the upper 70s with a 30% chance of rainfall. A lot of the temperatures are going to be highly dependent on where you are and whether you're getting the rain showers or not. We're looking at a 50% chance of rain showers through the mid-morning into the afternoon as we mix in a little daytime heating along with this very unstable air mass and a little bit of kicker from old thunderstorm boundaries. A 20% chance of showers as we head into the evening hours. So active radar this morning, that's for sure. We've had a lot of thunderstorm activity in our area, a fair amount of thunderstorm and shower activity from the Big Bend region back through Cape San Blas and areas around the Panhandle, also seeing a little bit of rainfall. But boy, you can't complain about these kinds of rains. It's nice to have, and hopefully, you know, it won't be a big problem for your morning commute. Certainly, it could lead to some reduced visibilities on some of your roadways. One area of thunderstorm activity leaving Lakewood Ranch, moving off toward DeWitt. Another one in central Sarasota heading up toward Fruitvale Road, producing some pretty good rainfall there along Tuttle Avenue and then down to the south. Kind of spotty showers along the coastline from Siesta Key down through Osprey. And then out in Gulf Waters, there's more of the same heading this way. So it's going to be kind of hit and miss, brief showers throughout the morning hours. To watch for those slippery roadways, that's certainly a possibility. And under some of the heavier rainfall, there could be some ponding on roadways. Although it's been pretty dry lately, so there's plenty of capacity in the soil to absorb these rains right now. A mix of sun and clouds as we progress through dawn into the morning hours. That'll help boost our temperatures up pretty quickly if we get enough sunshine through the clouds. There will be kind of a cloudy day, however. As we head into the next couple of days, you see those kind of brownish colorizations on this map. This is the water vapor imagery showing you where the moisture is and where it is not. Across the state of Florida, it's thick. Moisture is deep in the atmosphere and primed for showers. But over the next several days, some of this drier air located down to the south is going to lift north and help to reduce our rain chances just a little bit. High pressure, the dominant weather feature for us. A general wind flow around that high, bringing in that southwest wind and showers off Gulf waters across the peninsula. A trough of low pressure stuck to the north. All of those features combining to produce a pretty good chance of rainfall today. Expect to see scattered showers almost any time, almost anywhere today, 50% chance of that. Some drier air filtering in, maybe as early as tomorrow, but certainly by Saturday. Saturday probably the driest of the 2 weekend days. And then a return to more typical weather, I think, with those afternoon storms building inland and drifting back toward the coast as we head into midweek next week. Southwest wind coming in at about 10 knots, pretty consistent throughout the day, but showers in Gulf waters, boaters. 91 the high today, same thing tomorrow. A good chance of rainfall both of those days. We start to reduce the rain chance significantly on Saturday to about 30%. There'll be a lot more sunshine around on Saturday. Pretty nice day if you need to get out there and take care of some outdoor chores, say, or maybe you want to take the boat out. Shouldn't be too bad on Saturday. Sunday, the moisture returns, so too does the rain showers, and I think as we head into next work week, we'll return to more typical conditions by Wednesday. Back to you.
All right, thank you, John. Checking the roads now. I-75, but 2 lanes are blocked northbound after you get past University and head up toward State Road 70. You can see just above our little blue note there, you see some of the backup on the interstate, so it's verified there. Otherwise, not too bad so far today in Manatee County. The northern half of Sarasota County shows a few small delays, nothing major right now. And then checking our final map to the south will show nothing in the red, just some small congestion spots on US 41 in the southbound lanes.
Well, happening right now, hot, dry, and windy weather in the west has caused the spread of wildfires in both Oregon and California. This morning, 2 of the largest fires have both turned deadly, resulting in mass evacuations there. Reporter Andrew Spencer has the latest on those conditions.
Desi Remington has seen wildfires before, but nothing quite like this one.
It was, lines of fire 10, 15 feet high and just rushing through the weed. It's the fastest fire I've ever seen.
Wasco County, Oregon. Areas normally green with shrubs and grass, now charred by wildfire.
It burned right up to the side of my house. It burned right up to the back of our barn.
The barn where Remington and her husband got married.
It was extremely emotional. I broke down a little bit. It was so scary, and yet I was so thankful.
The substation wildfire started on Tuesday. By Wednesday night, it had already burned across more than 50,000 acres. One person who deputies say was likely using a tractor to try to cut a fire line was caught by the fire and killed.
Strong winds are in the forecast with potential gusts up to 35 miles per hour. So obviously we are watching what this weather is doing to the fire and making sure that not only homes and lives are protected, but our firefighters are safe.
Meanwhile, the Ferguson fire burning near California's Yosemite National Park continues to threaten people's homes.
I'm just hoping it ends soon and that, no one loses their houses, no one else is injured, and we don't lose any more of our firefighters.
Evacuated from her home, Jeanette Lozano has been staying at the office, an animal shelter, working overtime.
Got our cots out and just stay here, and then we started getting calls. I was up at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, taking in animals.
The pets of other people who were also forced to evacuate. I'm Andrew Spencer, reporting.
Still ahead on Good Morning Suncoast.
An aggressive swarm of bees attack a woman in California. We're going to tell you the details on her recovery this morning. Plus, Marla?
I'm live off Manatee County I-75 ramp where FDOT is planning a major construction project, what that project all entails and what that could mean for your daily commute.
Thank you, Marla. Outside our window, this is what we're seeing, a nice downtown skyline. Unusual lights off in the background on the horizon.
It does. It looks pretty nice, especially on the right side, too. It looks beautiful out there this morning.
We'll see a high of 91 degrees today, a 60% chance of rain, a little higher than usual. John's forecast and more news, including a story about Billy Joel coming up on Good Morning Suncoast.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Did you know that a dirty CPAP system can make you sick? If you knew what could be growing in your mask and hose, it would keep you up at night. Now SoClean.com has released the world's first and only automated hands-free CPAP cleaner and sanitizer. With its patented design, SoClean is fast, effective, and hands-free, killing 99.9% of all CPAP germs. Try SoClean now through this special TV offer free for 30 days. Just call 800-604-0398.
My health has improved. It's simple to use, and I'm not worried about infections.
SoClean works on all CPAP machines and popular masks, destroying CPAP bacteria, viruses, and germs without the daily hassle of washing your system by hand. Just place your mask in, close the lid, and in just minutes, voila! Sanitized and ready to use. Try SoClean risk-free for 30 days. This is a limited time offer. Call now, 800-604-0398. Or visit SoClean.com today.
When my youngest, Addie, was 2.5, she was diagnosed with leukemia. When we first heard that diagnosis, you feel extremely alone. Walking in that Light the Night light with 6,000 people carrying lights, white for survivors, red for supporters, gold in memory of those who have passed. It's the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society's hope that every year there are fewer gold lanterns. Your lantern will make a difference.
Start a team, join a team.
Help us light the night.
WWSB ABC7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
Performing on stage takes mental and physical preparation. But one thing I never thought to prepare for was cervical cancer. 91% of cervical cancers are caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. The good news is there are vaccines that can protect you or your children from cancer. I survived my cancer, but you can stop cancer before it starts. Talk to your doctor and go to thinkaboutthelink.org to learn more.
6:21 right now. A pretty picture. It's like a postcard that we show every day. That's real, though, right?
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And if you have a New York state of mind this morning, we got a good story about a big milestone that Billy Joel has hit coming up in just a second.
It happened at MSG.
Also known as Madison Square Garden.
Ah.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, it's time to get hungry, people. Moving on. Deep dish pizza, Cajun spice, pimento cheese. Now you can find all those flavors inside a bag of potato chips. Lay's is releasing 8 new chip flavors. The new Taste of America flavors showcase local cuisines all across the country. Now, some of the other flavors on the list include chili con queso. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Here is my favorite, fried pickles with ranch. New England lobster roll and sweet Thai chili. That's the other one that I want to try. They're going to be out in grocery stores July 30th through September 23rd. But there is a catch. The flavors are only going to be available in the regions that they represent. But don't panic. Everyone can still buy all 8 flavors on the Lay's website.
I'll just take Pringles if you don't mind.
Oh, come on.
Billy Joel has set a new concert record. He has now performed at Madison Square Garden, also known as MSG, for his 100th time. The winner of 6 Grammy Awards has been in residence at the arena for 4.5 years now. He already broke the record for most performances back in 2015 when he hit his 65th show there.
You can play almost any other arena in the country and nobody else in the world is going to know about it. But when you play Madison Square Garden, the entire world knows that you played Madison Square Garden.
In honor of the accomplishment, Governor Cuomo proclaimed July 18th, yesterday, as Billy Joel Day in New York. It makes a lot of sense. It's a short commute from home from him.
It is. That's true. I love Billy Joel. It's a good day.
His lyrics are so literal.
I know. It's very good.
It makes sense.
Well, here's something that's not so good. A woman in Southern California recovering this morning after being stung by a huge swarm of bees.
Diane Macedo has our stinging story.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a 54-year-old woman is in stable condition after a swarm of killer bees nearly stung her to death on Monday.
She's conscious. She's on the ground now. The bees are swarming her.
Authorities say the victim, who lives in Orange County, California, was engulfed by tens of thousands of so-called Africanized bees. Firefighters arriving within minutes.
She was literally covered from head to toe. Her face was completely covered with bees.
Not far from Orange County, California, in Calabasas, I joined beekeeper Eli Lichter-Mark on his rounds. Do Africanized bees look different than these?
No. The only difference is their behavior.
Their defensiveness, as you would call it.
Yes.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll tell you how to stay safe in a similar encounter with your GMA First Look. I'm Matt Gutman, ABC News, Los Angeles.
So I needed legal advice, and I heard that my cousin's wife's sister's husband was a lawyer, so I called him. But he never called me back.
If your cousin's wife's sister's husband isn't a lawyer, call LegalZoom, and we'll connect you with an attorney. LegalZoom, where life meets legal.
With Advil Liquid Gels, you'll ask, what bad shoulder? What headache? Advil is relief that's fast, strength that lasts. You'll ask, what pain? With Advil Liquid Gels.
From the first moment you met, it was love at first touch. And all you wanted to do was surround them in comfort and protection. That's why only Pampers Swaddlers is the #1 choice of hospitals. To wrap your baby in blanket-like softness and premium protection. So that all they feel is love. Pampers, the #1 choice of hospitals, nurses, and parents.
Get more for your money at Sunset Subaru in Sarasota. Subaru vehicles hold their value better than any other brand for 2018, according to ALG. And Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 4 years running. The Subaru Forester is an IIHS top safety pick for 12 years running. And right now, you can lease a new Subaru Forester for just $229 a month. Or get 0% financing with 0 down. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
Did you know you could get life insurance for less than 32 cents a day? With Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with a single phone call. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
And even if you're on a fixed income, prices fit your budget, starting at less than 32 cents a day. Plus, your price will never increase and your benefit will never decrease. And with no medical tests or health questions, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Call 1-800-842-7189. Now, for a free, no-obligation quote, TrueStage offers plans to fit your budget. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with Guaranteed Acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage. Call 1-800-842-7189 now.
The skills you develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you a head start on your career. Gain practical experience with technology and equipment that will give you a leg up in the civilian world. Learn critical leadership skills and to be part of a team. Serve your community and your country part-time while earning money for an education. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn about the paid training and career opportunities available to you in the Army National Guard.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone. Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter and I'm here for you.
Keep up with the Suncoast. Watch your favorite ABC7 shows on your streaming device. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast at 6:30.
Some early morning thunderstorms rolling through the area. We're going to tell you just how long we can expect the wet weather as you head out the door this morning.
Northport has a new police chief. Now take a look at the swearing-in ceremony for the new chief, Todd Garrison.
And FDOT getting ready to close a ramp on I-75 for almost a year. We're going to tell you where that construction is going to be starting and how it could be affecting your morning commute. Those stories plus the weather right now on Good Morning Suncoast. And good morning to you. It is 6:29 on this Thursday morning, also known as Little Friday. I'm Stephanie Webb.
It's Friday Eve. The roads look dry there in that live shot just now, but some roads are wet right now. John Scalzi tells us why and where.
Just me, or does it feel like just a really itty-bitty, teeny Friday today?
Just small Friday.
It's a little small Friday. I guess it's the rain showers that's kind of putting a damper on things this morning. We've had quite a few of them kind of moving through, even some thunderstorm activity. Those showers kind of rapidly moving off to the north and the east. Most of them staying south of Parrish, moving through central Sarasota on up into interior sections of Manatee County. The heaviest of the stuff now located just along areas close to Parrish, but to the east, moving up toward Duet. So down to the south is the heaviest of the rain showers now moving through central Sarasota. Southgate, you're seeing a pretty good rain shower right now. That's moving up toward Pinecraft, and then down to the south, more showers about to move on shore. Kind of a wet and sloppy start to the day. Forecast for you coming up in a few.
All right, talk to you soon. Still an ongoing issue, I-75 northbound. As you're approaching State Road 70, a couple lanes are blocked, again, northbound there after you get past University. Otherwise, there's some delays there on 64 eastbound as you drive from downtown Bradenton toward the Braden River. Checking farther south now into the northern half of Sarasota County, you'll still see that issue on I-75 northbound. Otherwise, not much. 41 northbound by 10th Street, some slowdowns there. And then our final map to the south, that will show us some problems there. 41 southbound as you go from around McIntosh to the Osprey area, and one more congestion spot, 41 southbound as you approach the bypass in Venice.
And speaking of traffic, construction on one busy interstate ramp in Manatee County is going to be kicking off later on this month.
It'll be closed for about a year. Marla Spence is live on I-75 near 275 with the preview of this major construction project. Marla?
Hey, good morning, guys. For safety reasons, we're just past one Manatee County I-75 ramp where construction is expected to start later on this month. For about 10 months, I-75 northbound to southbound I-275 will be closed for that construction project. Take a look. This is a map provided by the Florida Department of Transportation. It shows exactly where that project will be happening for almost a year. FDOT officials tell us they plan to close that portion of I-75 to I-275 to replace a concrete bridge deck. Officials say the bridge deck is no longer capable of routine maintenance and needs to be replaced. They tell me it's been well over 20 to 30 years since construction to that bridge deck. So in addition to that bridge deck being replaced, FDOT also plans to resurface the roadway, install guardrails, and add new signage and pavement markings. In total, the project is costing $8 million, and travelers still have some time until that project starts and becomes underway. That project is expected to start July 29th. I'm Marla Spence reporting live in Manatee County for ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Thank you, Marla. Sarasota County's biggest city now has a new police chief. Northport swore in Todd Garrison last night. Family, friends, and colleagues packed the city commission for the ceremony. The 45-year-old has 26 years experience in law enforcement, most recently with the Lee County Sheriff's Office.
My strategies are pretty much in line with what Northport's already doing. I believe in community policing. That's going to be a focus of my tenure, and intelligence-led policing is how we're going to target crime.
He'll be paid $125,000 a year. He replaces Kevin Vespia, who retired last March.
The Sarasota County School District has a new director of leadership. Carol K. Brown is taking over the position previously held by Dr. Wendy Katz. Now, Brown has worked as a teacher and principal in Tampa for almost 20 years. District officials say Brown has won many awards for her work and for her students' work, and they're happy to have her as an addition to the team.
Here's your chance to meet all the school board candidates in the same time, the same room. Next month, all 8 candidates for the school board are invited to a forum next month at Selby Library. It's open to the public at 5 p.m. on August the 6th.
Well, this morning we're hearing what the president says he and Russian President Vladimir Putin talked about behind closed doors at this week's summit. ABC's Kenneth Moten has the latest from Washington.
This morning, President Trump's head-spinning position on Russian meddling.
Is Russia still targeting the U.S., Mr. President?
Press, let's go. Make your way out.
No, you don't believe that to be the case?
The president once again appearing to contradict his own intelligence chiefs.
Russia attempted to interfere with the last election, and that it continues to engage in malign influence operations to this day.
That stunning moment at the White House traveled quickly to Capitol Hill.
If he really believes Russia's not interfering in our 2018 election, I'm dumbfounded by that statement.
Press Secretary Sarah Sanders worked to clarify.
The president said thank you very much and was saying no to answering questions.
It's the second clarification this week after the president appeared to side with Vladimir Putin in Helsinki. They met behind closed doors for 2 hours.
What'd you say to him?
Very strong on the fact that we can't have meddling, we can't have any of that.
The New York Times reports 2 weeks before Trump's inauguration, he was shown highly classified intelligence that Putin ordered complex cyber attacks to sway the 2016 election. Trump telling CBS News he believes U.S. intelligence, but...
Is Putin lying to you?
I don't want to get into whether or not he's lying. I can only say that I do have confidence in our intelligence agencies.
The president's comments now are quite different than what he said as he stood next to Putin Monday. This is why lawmakers are still demanding the U.S. translator in the Trump-Putin meeting testify and hand over any notes to Congress. Kenneth Moten, ABC News, Washington.
Well, he is one of the most popular chefs featured on Top Chef, and he's now weighing in on the immigration debate. Katsuji Tanabe appeared on the hit show and now runs 6 restaurants here in the U.S. He says his life is better now that he immigrated here.
Being an immigrant, I don't think it's a bad thing. And am I afraid of like a backlash? No, man, I came to this country with nothing. I have now everything. You know, it's not about being upset. It's not about being angry. It's about making a change and make people think like, you know what, we're better than this.
And here's something interesting. At the bottom of all of the receipts at his steakhouse is a message. It says, immigrants cooked your food and served you today, ending with the hashtag, I took a risk.
An update now on the beleaguered Florida citrus industry. Governor Scott has asked a legislative commission to approve more than $300 million in federal funding for state citrus farmers, a grant that comes from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The legislature can give the full grant to the farmers or choose to only give part of it. They'll decide that amount later on today.
A Florida couple can keep the Starry Night murals painted on their home. The painting was done in the style of the famous Vincent van Gogh masterpiece. For nearly a year now, they've been in a code enforcement battle with the city and were fined thousands of dollars. The Mount Dora City Council has finally agreed to let them keep the murals on the home. A settlement was also reached requiring the city to pay the homeowners $15,000 along with an apology from the mayor.
With this matter behind us, the city wants to look ahead and focus on reviewing our present codes and to continue and embrace arts and artists with open arms since we are someplace special.
Now, the artist says the city's decision to allow the mural to stay is a big day for the arts.
The Sarasota County Elections Supervisor has a reminder for voters right now. The deadline to register or change party affiliations is Monday, July 30th. Applications must be signed and returned in person or postmarked by the 30th. An application may also be submitted online or through any driver's license or tax collection office.
Still to come on Good Morning Suncoast.
Europe has slapped Google with a record-breaking fine. Details on why they're ordered to pay up when we come back. It is 6:38 right now. Here is a live look outside our studio. Some clouds off in the distance there. Boy, lots of clouds. We also have a live look right now at the interstate. I-75, not too far from 275. Looks like some dry roads, but more menacing clouds up there, John Scalzi.
Yeah, Tower Cam was showing you the showers that are occurring across the region, and there are quite a few of them actually dotting the landscape, and more out in Gulf waters headed this way. So there's plenty of rainfall around this morning, and that's a good thing because we're still in the moderate category for our fire danger index. So we could use some additional rains around here, and maybe today we'll be able to lower those indexes just a little bit. By tomorrow, we'll see. The air quality index, the update here is good. The pollen is not a big issue. Grasses will be the main thing. As far as air quality itself, not too bad at all. It's healthy. We'll look for the forecast for you coming up for a perhaps a little bit drier weekend in just a few.
Picking out a new ceiling fan? That's a do-it-yourself. Installing your new ceiling fan?
No.
That's a don't do it yourself. For ceiling fans, rewires, or anything electrical, play it safe. And call on the trained electricians from your locally owned Mr. Sparky. It's no accident that so many of our customers are repeat customers. Trust Mr. Sparky for all your electrical repairs.
Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
You want a Maserati, but you need an SUV. Why not have both? Levante, the Maserati of SUVs.
Experience it at Sunset Maserati Alfa Romeo of Sarasota.
My life motto is keep moving. And as hard as it was when my husband passed away, I knew I had to keep doing what I love. Oops, coming. But I needed help with my insurance, and that's what the NAIC provides. They have resources to help you and your family make the best decision, and they'll help you to keep moving forward, just like me.
Are you a food lover, restaurant goer, or home cook? Then check out My Suncoast Dining on mysuncoast.com, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. ABC 7's own Chef Judy serves up her favorite recipes, cooking tips and trends, dining blogs, and helpful step-by-step videos. And you'll love the restaurant guide with direct links to your favorite Suncoast eateries. Whether you're cooking in or dining out, whet your appetite with tasty tips from Chef Judy at mysuncoast.com/dining.
Designers do it with style.
Tell me what's going on here.
Why, you don't like my hair? The Mark and Mandy Show. In-depth design ideas.
What is up with the tuck tape here? Let's cover it up.
Amazing beauty and fashion tips.
So Halle Berry has amazing skin. Her secret is coffee grounds. No.
Delicious recipes.
Today, I'm gonna show you a special dish that is sure to please that special someone in your life.
Watch the Mark and Mandy Show right here on your favorite channel.
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Like ABC 7 on Facebook to stay connected to the team you trust. Now your ABC 7 First Alert weather forecast with meteorologist John Scalzi.
Temperature and dew point are like that this morning, really close together. 76-degree dew point, 77-degree air temperature, giving us 96% relative humidity. So it's a very thick, sticky start to the morning. And as we head into the afternoon, I think the heat indexes will probably be approaching 100 to 105 once again today, despite the fact that maybe our temperatures might be held down a degree or two by the cloud cover that'll be around. Southeast wind coming in at about 8. Southerly wind flow will continue throughout the morning hours, bringing us a 30% chance of showers during these morning hours, a 78-degree air temperature by 7 a.m. And then as we head into the mid-morning and into the afternoon, we'll up the rain chance to about 50% for perhaps some thunderstorms around, some more thunderstorms. We already had a few this morning. I think we'll have more of them this afternoon, and probably larger, more intense ones. Those will be in inland areas mostly, but still, even coastal regions has a chance. And then as we head into the 7 p.m. hour, I think things will start to wind down just a little bit. So we have lots of shower and thunderstorm activity to the north. There could be some flooding issues up here around the Big Bend region. It's just been a persistent issue because of a trough of low pressure that exists to the north of us. We don't really get that troughiness here, although we get the southern extent of it. We do get the southwesterly wind flow around an area of high pressure pushed to the south by that trough, the low pressure. And that helps to induce these showers that we see around, even a few thunderstorms in the forecast. So right now we have one thunderstorm that's in progress along 75. So it's kind of a sloppy drive on 75 between Bee Ridge Road and University. That whole area getting some pretty moderate rainfall right now. So watch out there. There could be some slippery road surfaces. In a half an hour, that'll be gone, and that 75 corridor will be a little bit more smooth sailing. Down to the south around Venice, there are a couple of showers out in Gulf waters about to make it on shore, so watch for that, Venice. Especially areas just to the south of the city itself, you're going to see perhaps some more intense rainfall right along the coastline. Satellite view shows kind of a mix of sun and clouds in store for you today. That kind of mix of sun and clouds will allow for the daytime heating to take place, and with that, further destabilization of the atmosphere leading to those scattered showers around. Now, this is precipitable water. In other words, the amount of moisture that's available to produce rainfall in the atmosphere. The redder is wetter on this map, and the blue is a little bit drier. Watch what happens on this computer model as we put it into motion. The dry air retreats just a little bit by Saturday, and this little bit, the moist air retreats, and the dry air kind of works its way in across central Florida, reducing our rain chances just a little bit. But it doesn't last long. Moisture returns pretty quickly as a little impulse dives south, and that brings us back up to good rain chances for Sunday and Monday. So the forecast kind of shaping up like this for today. Boating, southwest winds at about 10 knots, light chop 2-foot seas, and the extended range forecast 91 for today and tomorrow. Good chances of rain both days, but I think maybe tomorrow maybe a little bit less coverage as that dry air works in. Then on Saturday, about a 30% chance of rain showers, probably the driest day of the 7 days ahead. Saturday, there'll be a lot more sunshine around. Sunday, rain shower chances return, and that carries us into next work week. Back to you.
All right, thanks so much, John. Let's take a look outside and check out that first alert traffic. We still have that issue in Manatee County that we've been telling you about. I-75 in the northbound lane, 2 lanes are blocked right there, right after exit 213, which is University Parkway. We'd also like to extend a special welcome back to University Parkway for appearing on our traffic maps again. Welcome back, University Parkway. Heads up, though, there is an exit in the northbound lane. 2 lanes are blocked right after that exit. Moving into Sarasota County, those roads are still looking pretty decent at this hour, but there still are some wet roads out there. Fruitville and Bee Ridge and Clark Road all seeing a couple of slowdowns out there because of those wet roads. So taking a few extra minutes this morning to make your commute a little smoother. A little farther south, 75 and 41 are still running pretty smooth at this hour. Not too bad. It's 6:46, and that is your first alert traffic. Well, there were a lot of memorable moments at last night's ESPY Awards. First, Danica Patrick made history as the show's first ever female host. The Houston Astros, they took home the award for the best team. The best Olympic moment went to Shaun White. The coaches from Stoneman Douglas High School, they all won the Best Coach Award. But here is the powerful moment everybody is talking about. All of the victims of the Olympic doctor found guilty of sexual assault, all 141 of them, took the stage together as they were presented with the Arthur Ashe Courage Award.
Too often, abusers and enablers perpetuate suffering by making survivors feel that their truth doesn't matter. To all the survivors out there, don't let anyone rewrite your story. Your truth does matter. You matter, and you are not alone.
Wow, what an amazing, powerful moment last night. Now, of course, Dr. Larry Nassar, he was sentenced to 40 to 175 years in prison for all of those crimes.
The European Commission is fining Google a record-breaking $5 billion. The commission says Google unfairly pushed manufacturers to install Google apps on Android smartphones as a condition for licensing Google's App Store. They have ordered the tech giant to stop its current practices within 3 months or face more fines. Google says it will appeal the decision. Still ahead, your top 7 headlines before 7 a.m.
That, of course, includes one last look at your Thursday forecast and the luckiest lottery numbers that win the most. We're going to have them for you straight ahead.
The showers right there?
Is that what it is, or is it
between the sunrise?
Very cool.
We'll talk to John next. You're watching Good Morning Suncoast on ABC 7.
Temperatures are rising. And the deals are heating up during the summer clearance event at Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota. The Ram 1500 has been named a Consumer Guide Best Buy for 6 years in a row. Get an all-new 2018 Ram Quad Cab for as little as $24,999, or save big and get up to $13,000 off a new Ram Bighorn Crew Cab. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in Sarasota.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Florida's coral reefs are declining. Bad news for our oceans and marine life. Fortunately, you can help, and you don't have to dive, you just have to drive. When you purchase Moat's Protect Our Reefs license plate, $25 goes directly to Moat Marine Laboratory, whose research, restoration, and conservation programs are helping this precious natural resource thrive once again. So get your Moat Protect Our Reefs license plate today. You just might hold the key to saving Florida's reefs.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
I used to dread getting up and going to work.
I was done with the corporate grind.
I was tired of being a starving artist.
And I started looking around for a business that I believed in, and I kind of wanted to do something a little more green.
My SCORE mentor helped me take the first step.
He helped me create a business plan and helped me implement it.
They've really taught me how to think big.
SCORE helped me to make the unimaginable possible, all for free. I'm here because of SCORE.
I'm here because of SCORE.
Get your free business mentor at score.org.
Hamilton was adopted from a rescue in 2008. He really likes to be around people. And as soon as I start to make my breakfast, Hamilton is right there. I get out my mat and I'm doing a downward dog and he's underneath. He's quite the pug about town. He gets invited to a lot of parties. He knows he's a pretty big deal. I mean, look at this little face. How could you not love him?
Enjoy some of the best Suncoast restaurants on me. Just go to mysuncoast.com/dining, sign up for the newsletter if you haven't already, and you can win a $50 gift card to a restaurant in our area. We'll pick a winner each week, so go on our website and sign up now.
Download the all-new ABC 7 First Alert Weather app now.
It is 6:52 coming up this morning on Good Morning America. The new warning about expired sunscreen, how to check those bottles in your bag and in stores. And right now it is 6:52. Here's the top 7 you need to know before you head out the door.
Number 1, John Scalzi's First Alert weather forecast.
Yeah, it looks pretty good for us today. I think we will have showers around, but we could use them. It'll be a rainier day today with better rain chances throughout the afternoon. And then calm in the tropics for the next 5 days. That looks nice. And a drier weekend in store for us. We do have showers on the radar maps, and of course we'll be updating you on that all through Good Morning America. Back to you guys.
All right, John, thank you. Number 2, we'll check out the map. This is the scene right now in Manatee County. A problem there at exit 213. Some lanes are blocked. We can just remove that super for a second there. Congestion in both directions. There we go. I-75 northbound. After you get past 213, some congestion on either side of State Road 70. Be aware of that. Otherwise, no major delays right now on the Suncoast.
All right, number 3. Speaking of all that traffic, here's a live shot. FDOT is going to be closing the ramp at northbound I-75 to southbound 275. Construction starts July 29th and it's going to go on for about 10 months.
Number 4, Sarasota County's largest city now has a new police chief. Northport swore in Todd Garrison last night. The 45-year-old has 26 years experience, most recently with the Lee County Sheriff's Office.
Number 5, a reminder this morning, the deadline to register or change your party affiliation for the upcoming primary election in August is Monday, July 30th. Applications have to be signed and returned in person or postmarked on the date.
Number 6, Billy Joel has set a new concert record. He has now performed at Madison Square Garden 100 times. In honor of that milestone, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo proclaimed yesterday as Billy Joel Day across New York State.
And number 7, love to play the lottery, but you just never win. Well, the website Lottoland did some research. 11 is the luckiest number that wins the lottery the most. The other luckiest numbers include 16, 22, 28, 37, 6, and 3.
I got bingo.
You got bingo? You got that? Did you guys know that World War I ended on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, and the most successful lunar landing was Apollo number 11.
Is that right?
11.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Hey,
I got a lot of things in there, yeah. Apollo 13 was not
Tomorrow
successful.
night, Bradenton, opening pitch.
You are throwing the opening pitch?
Tomorrow, weather should cooperate for
Oh, good.
I'm in the baby chair here, it feels like.
You are. You're a little...
We hate talking down to you.
Yes.
That's right.
Hey, John, down there.
Right.
Very nice. Well, good luck with that pitch. Are you practicing?
Yeah, I'm going to.
I played softball all the way through college. You want some help?
Let's go to the parking lot and play catch.
We may need to do this just for the spectators' sake.
It's hard to go out there not having thrown a ball in 20 years.
It is. It's not easy.
Yeah.
Don't, whatever you do, just don't make it short. Don't let it hit before the plate. That's bad.
Sometimes they'll let you kind of maybe get up a little bit
And
close.
don't throw it underhand either.
What? No, I'm telling you what, when you look at how far it is on a major league field between the mound,
It's far.
It's a long way away.
It's like a shuttle or Uber.
That's exactly right. That's right. Mail that ball in.
We're going to need video of this, John. I have a feeling.
Showers out there, buddy.
Yeah, there are a few out there, and watch for that this morning. Could lead some a little bit of wet conditions on some of your road races, especially